Am I in a relationship? Is vegan sex really better? Would I date a non-vegan? That and more in today's Q&A. So before we get into the juicy stuff, I wanted to make a couple of quick announcements. I know, such a blocker, right? Anyways, first off, I wanted to mention a video that I put up on Friday about what if the world went vegan. That video was really important to me and hit me pretty hard, so if you haven't already, please check it out and share it around. And in other news, I'm slowly but surely joining this century and crawling out of my tech-phobic hole, and have joined Instagram. So follow me in the link in the description if you want to see pretty pictures of shit that I do. Well, not really pretty pictures, but mediocre pictures that have been digitally altered with Instagram's filters to make them look like something of substance. And lastly, I'm working really hard to get the free ebook out and revamp the Bite Size Vegan website. I've started writing blogs for each video, like the one today talks about the science behind vegan sex. Okay, so my commercial about me is over. Now on to, well, me. And sex. Before we get to my stuff, let's talk real quick about vegan sex in general. It's been proven time and time again, and again, and again, that a vegan diet improves your sex life. One of the primary reasons is especially important for the men out there. This is something I talked about in the second nugget that I ever made, back when I had no hair and I stood way too close to the camera. Let's watch.
Now for the men out there, I know that you're thinking, well, I have to be manly and virile, and so I need to eat meat. Think about this. Animal products are high in fat. Diets high in fat restrict blood flow in the body. Blood flow, think about it, is absolutely essential for your most manly of man organs. In other words, vegans do it harder and longer.
So being vegan gets the blood pumping to all the right places, boosts your energy and stamina, increases natural lubrication, bumps up libido in men and women alike, gives you smoother, softer skin, and a better smell and taste. For the science of how all that works, see the link to the post in the description below. Overall, vegan is one hell of a sexy way to eat. Now on to the stuff about me. I've had several questions about my relationship status. The Veggie Nut was one to ask, are you in a relationship? And Fair Horsemanship added, you can't reply Ubi, that's just cheating. Damn. Ubi is the longest relationship I've ever had. And what we have sounds like a stereotypically thankless marriage. I cater to her every whim, but nothing's ever good enough. She sleeps all day while I work and then she wants me to make her dinner. Her needs always take priority over mine. And she farts in bed. Outside of that, I am not in a relationship, though I have to say it would be really helpful to have someone around for some of the things I have to film for my videos. Setting up tripods and contraptions to get the right angle for things is a bit of a hassle, but I suppose needing a camera jockey isn't the best foundation for a relationship, now is it? Fair Horsemanship also asks, would you actually date somebody that's not vegan? Well, I have dated non-vegans in the past, one of whom went vegan while we were together and is still vegan today. You know who you are. But if I'm seriously going to be with someone, yes, I would look for someone who's vegan. And this is not an elitist stance. Being vegan for me is not a diet, it's not a trend. It's a moral and ethical decision rooted in the deepest part of my mind and heart. And honestly, it's a little hard to get all hot and bothered with someone who's contributing to the meaningless suffering of other beings. Eating their dead flesh, suckling from their teats, and consuming their menstruations. Hot, right? Seriously though, it wouldn't make sense for me to be with someone long-term whose behaviors are in conflict with my most deeply held convictions. Plus, as I mentioned before, vegans taste better. Now please check out my other Q&As of more substance so that I don't feel like a cheap YouTube whore. And I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel and join the slightly dysfunctional Bite Size family. Give the video a thumbs up if you're not too scandalized, and I'll see you soon.